So you talk about traveling. You've been blessed to be in a position to travel all around the world. Talk to us about some of the opportunities that have come your way as a result of weightlifting. Like I see recently you got to spend a day with Team New Zealand. How did that all come about?
I think with the sport that I do and the kind of stuff that I get to do, I'm always, thankful and blessed that I actually get the opportunity to do these things, because one of the things I wanted to do when I was younger was to travel. And with weightlifting, we travel a lot because we don't actually have that much competition here in New Zealand. And yeah, the Team New Zealand thing was with Toyota. It was fun, like I've never actually been that close to one of those kind of boats, and I've never actually watched them live, and just to know a little bit more of what they do and how they do it, it's crazy. Like when we went to recording, they told us we couldn't be like 20 meters from the boat and recording, because there would be other teams that would watch the videos and they would like see what they're doing.
Jeez.
So like everything had to be really far away and,
Top secret, eh?
and stuff like that. And then when we come up to the boat, it was like cameras off, everything like that.
And Toyota gave you a truck too. How did that come about?
It was from NZOC. I think they had some partnerships with different athletes, such as Dame Valerie Adams, and they kind of just called up and said that would like to put you into the Start Your Impossible campaign and give you a truck and just call it a partnership.
Happy man.
Yeah.
So we've talked about you, we've talked about what inspired you in the beginning. So what continues to inspire you? Who do you follow across weightlifting, outside of sports? And who do you see as the next ones up coming through in New Zealand weightlifting?
I don't actually follow weightlifting myself. It's just been a thing for me. Like I don't actually follow my own sport. I like to follow boxing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get into more powerlifting and strongman and stuff. But with weightlifting, I don't know why, it just doesn't interest me to follow that kind of stuff.
It's interesting, eh?
Regardless of all of that stuff. New Zealand, I think there's a lot of talent, but a lot of these kids don't actually realize how much they have. They're at that stage where weightlifting is not fun, playing rugby is, and being with my friends are, and drinking and partying and all that kind of stuff is fun. And so they're mentally not there. But there is a lot of new faces coming up. Have you heard of, I think her name is Olivia McFarlane?
Yeah.
The little kid. There's Megan Signal. There's Cam McTaggart. There's Kana. So all of them are coming up now, and hopefully everything goes well with them as well.
So you mentioned previously you'd love to start an institute scouting kids from the island, teaching them about weightlifting and providing them with a bit of a pathway that might not otherwise exist. Talk to us about how that might look in your mind and how you're hoping it will come to pass.
I guess for me, that would look like a whole lot of kids who don't have the stationery to be their full potential.
Yeah.
And me taking them to a place where they get the attention they need and the stationery they need to become world champs, better people, and give them the opportunity to fight for something instead of, all of our Pacific Islanders here in South Auckland, where they just end up drinking in the garage and with their boys hanging out and starting trouble and things like that.
Have you got any advice for people that were wanting to get into the sport of weightlifting? Like, what's one piece of advice or something you'd wish you'd known when you'd started?
For me, it would be give it a shot. It's rewarding and it's mentally helpful.
And if you weren't weightlifting, what do you think you'd be doing?
If I wasn't weightlifting, maybe, I'm not really sure. I've never actually thought about that thing. But maybe I would probably get into rugby again or boxing.
So how can we keep up to date with your journey towards the Olympics?
Just follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or follow my gym on Instagram. I'm not really fussed about people following me and all that kind of stuff, but
I'm sure everyone will be wanting to keep tabs on you and follow the journey. So I just want to say thanks so much for coming down and spending some time with us, and all the best with what's coming next in your journey. And we hope to speak to you again soon.
Sure does. Thank you.